Jacob, I am so excited for what today's episode is going to be.
What? Wait, are we watching National Treasure?
We're not watching National Treasure, not one nor two. But guess what we are watching? Five Nights at Freddy's. That's right.
Look, that's a video game.
No, Jacob, they made it into a motion picture.
No, they said they were going to do that years ago, and that never happened.
Well, Jacob, I've got some news for you. Guess what just came out today, the day we're recording this.
What?
Not the day that you obviously hear it.
Wait, is that what's on the TV?
Yeah, it's when it's on the TV. We're watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So, guys, Jacob and I joked about doing this episode back in July when the movie was announced. I don't know if the movie was announced in July, but that's when we found out about it. And so then we were like, haha, what if we watch the movie for the podcast?
And then we did it.
And then yeah, we're doing it. So I hope you enjoy it. Jacob, what's your theory for what the movie's gonna have?
Well, you got the main character, Michael. I don't know if they're going to reveal that he's an Afton yet, or if they're even going to have Aftons. I hope they go with the Afton family. If you don't know about the FNAF series, the Afton family is like the main kind of characters for the entire thing. A lot of them die.
Mm-hmm. Literally all of them, actually.
Actually, Michael never dies. Actually, Michael does die.
No, he dies.
He gets scooped.
Yeah. All of the Aftons die.
Except, and he dies in the end in a fire. But hey, we know that William's probably gonna be in here. We know Springtrap's there by some of the trailers.
Yeah. So lots of different cool stuff. I think my theory. I think they're gonna go kind of goofy with it. I think it's gonna be it's kind of horror genre, but I think it's gonna be kind of goofy. I think.
Also, what if Matt Pat's in it?
Yeah, Matt Pat's definitely gonna be in it. No, I think there's gonna be some. I think they're gonna go kind of goofy with it. I think the plot's gonna be very not kid friendly, but kind of expecting you not to have already known all the lore. I don't think it's gonna be lore heavy. I think it'll probably literally be I don't know, super basic. Well, the description that we can see on the TV right now is just a security guard working his first night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria realizes his late shift won't be easy to get through. Streaming only on Peacock because that's how we're watching it.
Wait. Is that just gonna mean it's gonna be 5 movies? Because every night is a different movie.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
No, I'm guessing most trailers, most of the descriptions usually don't say the whole plot of the movie. So I'm gonna guess that he'll go back for the next night. Maybe they'll have at the end a little teaser bonus round thing,
What Iron Man shows up.
Yeah, Iron Man shows up,
and James Bond and Optimus Prime.
Yeah, all the characters.
And then Bumblebee transforms.
Oh no, Bumblebee. But no, so I think that's what the movie's going to consist of. Jacob and I are really excited to sit down and watch it. We're watching it, as I said, on Peacock because we really didn't feel like going to a movie theater. We might actually go see it at the movie theater if it's good, but if you have a Peacock subscription, you can watch it, or just do the free trial, watch the movie, and then cancel your free trial. So, all right, well. We're going to get into it. We'll
see you guys at the end.
Yeah, see you at the end. We might intersplice a little bit of commentary if we find something really funny in the movie or whatever. We might do a little recording for that. If not, then you'll just see it. We'll just hear it jump right to the end, and we can talk about all that stuff. So
should we do a clap?
Yeah, let's do a little. Yo, Jacob and I just got done with the movie.
Okay.
Very good movie.
Very good movie. It had the songs in it. It had the thingies.
Yeah, no spoilers, but lots of lore.
The guys there.
Don't spoil it, Jacob. We're gonna do the spoiler segment after this one because this is right after we watch the movie, and then we'll cut to us in I don't know, a day or two when we actually sit down to do the rest of this episode. So but I don't know.
It was
very good movie. Without spoiling it, it's very good. You definitely need to see it.
Even if you don't care about
if you don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's, it works good standalone.
And if you don't like horror, it wasn't even that.
Yeah, it was. There was maybe two or three scenes that were anything even horror related. A lot of it was
kind of like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was what Jacob said during the movie. He was it kind of very similar to Jurassic Park in the style where there's a couple scary moments, but other than that, it's mostly story filled.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we cut back, then you'll see us. Hear us when we do a full breakdown and some spoilers and stuff. So, all right, we'll see you then. Jacob, we want to do the clap thing again? All right, Jacob. It's been 3 days since we saw the FNAF movie, and we've had some time to do a little sleuthing, a little thinking, a little conniving.
A little mischievous thought.
Yeah, and so now we're gonna talk about what we thought about the movie, kind of more in depth, and then also our theories for what a sequel and possibly a potential third movie would be for that series.
So I'll just go over. I still like the movie because we're about to say the spoiler part.
Yeah, yeah. So if you don't want spoilers, I don't know, skip to the end, like the very end, the Patreon ad read.
Yeah. Skip just to that
Yeah.
because
You still gotta know where you need to go to support the show. So, but yeah, let's.
So okay, so you've probably seen the movie by now. I'm guessing.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the movie,
Go see it.
go see the movie.
And then come back to the video.
Yeah.
So, Mike. I thought he was a good protagonist.
I thought he was a very nice round character.
Yeah.
Lots of depth. I thought the writing was excellent.
Also, was he getting those drugs legally?
Yeah, he was getting them from a pharmacist.
I just found it really funny how the guy was like, you really gotta pay attention to what you're taking, and sometimes you gotta get off the meds, and he just takes them.
No, he goes, sometimes a little milk and a little honey.
And then he goes...
and then he grabs the sleeping pills. Yeah. But no, so I'll do, I guess for those who haven't seen the movie, I'll do kind of a quick rundown of what happens. So the movie starts and you get to see like kind of this thing where the security guard, he's running, he's dodging, he's trying not to get gotten, and then he gets gotten, and you can see like there's this like saw looking contraption that's gonna get him.
And he's screaming.
And
then he screams.
And then it cuts, you know how all movies do. And it cuts, and then it kind of does like a little, I don't remember the exact order. Yeah, I don't remember the exact ordering of everything that happened. Well, like there's a title sequence, and then after the title sequence, there's like a lot of setup to establish who Mike is and how he works at this mall.
He works at this mall, and then he thinks a kid gets kidnapped.
He thinks his kid's about to get kidnapped, and
so he starts running.
Then he runs, and then he pummels the dude in a fountain.
And it turns out it was his dad.
And it turns out it was the kid's dad. So it makes it pretty awkward. He loses his job, and now he's like desperate for a job. Oh no, what's he gonna do?
There's this guy named Steve Raglan.
Yep. I don't know how Jacob remembers this dude's name.
I just remember it's Steve because somebody went to me today and went, "Oh, it's Steve Raglan."
Okay. Anyway, so but yeah, so so spoiler, it's actually the purple guy from the original FNAF. So it's William Afton,
the guy who marries all
the guy who kills the kids.
Yeah,
so
that's his kind of hobby.
Yeah, he really likes.
Is it a full-time job or a hobby?
It has to do with his full-time job. I mean, his full-time job originally starts as working at Freddy Fazbear's owning. Yeah. So, and then there's a lot of stuff. There's like a whole situation where it explains like the backstory of how Mike's taking care of his sister.
We don't know exactly what happened.
Well, yeah, his mom died, and then his dad left, and or got killed by William Afton. Just like so the one of the plot points is that Mike's brother gets kidnapped by William Afton.
We don't know.
But he doesn't know that. He just knows he got kidnapped, and then there's like this whole plot. Where he's like trying to figure out. That's why he's taking the sleeping pills. And then there's a lot of stuff, and then obviously he's trying to support the sister of his, and he needs a stable job, so he decides he'll do the security stuff. And then there's the whole thing, and then he meets what's her name, Vanessa, who's like this cop, and then she evidently she knows about Freddy Fazbear's, but it's not kind of explained how yet. And then there's a lot of different stuff. The animatronics run around, and there's a lot of stuff. Also, then at one point, this group of people try to break in to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and they get absolutely wrecked. It's probably the only actual like horror sequence of the whole movie. Wouldn't you agree, Jacob? I would say like other than the very end where like you get to see the spring lock.
They got absolutely destroyed too.
But that is like the only actual horror sequence.
Like there was no fighting. Like they couldn't even fight.
They couldn't fight. They just got killed by these like 8-foot tall animatronics. So, also, a really cool thing about the movie is pretty much all the effects are done practically. So, like, they're not CGI things.
Except for
They're actual costumes.
Except probably had that body that got chopped in half.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the body that got chopped in half was a little CGI, but like most of the effects and everything were practical or editing or something like that. They had very elaborate set. So and then it goes going back to the movie. Evidently, you get to see what happens next, where there's a lot of different things going on. There's a lot of plot points. There's like this plot about how the aunt of how Mike's aunt is trying to take away Mike's sister.
That's why the people came.
That's part of why the people showed up at the Freddy's, and then there's a lot of other stuff. Then this Vanessa character keeps running into Mike, and like there's a whole thing, and then he tells her about his brother and all that, and then there's just a bunch of different sequences.
Turns out the goal of the animatronics is to make Abby.
Yeah.
Like them. Surprise, surprise. Technically, it's not there.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. The animatronics want to take Mike's
kid.
sister, and
What isn't the animatronics?
but it's not the animatronics because they're actually being controlled. And then there's like this whole thing, and then kind of it builds up all to this ending section where you find out that Vanessa is actually William Afton's daughter, and then there's like this whole side plot where like the Abby is like still interacting with the animatronics even though they're like trying to get her, and like there's all this stuff, and then finally it kind of gets pretty climactic. There's some cool sequences where they're hiding from the animatronics and everything, and then you've got
he's tasing them.
Yeah, then you realize it's like revealed that William Afton it shows up, and he's actually been
Steve Raglan.
Then he's been the quote yellow rabbit the whole time, or Spring Bonnie, and so there's a bunch of different stuff throughout it.
Did you say Spring Bonnie?
Yeah, that's the title that's associated.
Springtrap.
No, it's not titled Springtrap until the third game though. If it's the non
Let me check.
because it's not called Springtrap when it's the costume suit looking.
No,
thing.
it's Golden Bonnie.
Yeah, well, yeah, but anyway, they're all in. You can refer to it a bunch of different ways. Anyway, so he was played as the yellow rabbit, and then there's like this whole kind of fight sequence. It was kind of the one part of the movie that Jacob didn't really like was the way that the spring locks activated in the suit. He would have preferred it was water, right, Jacob?
Yeah, because the entire idea of the spring trap, and it also doesn't, because they're really I guess they still work for how the crying child led, but the original way is that if they react to water in any way, they go
Yeah.
ba 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 ba.
So the idea is but it ends up being the Chica's cupcake that sets off the spring trap,
Which is sentient.
So yeah, which the cupcake's sentient, or it's like adjacent to Chica. I don't know how that works.
I don't know if it's like Chica's mind.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, but the animatronics look really cool, and then kind of ends like setting up for a sequel with Balloon Boy, because Balloon Boy's a reoccurring character throughout. And so then it kind of sets up towards the like during the credits that Balloon Boy's gonna appear in the next one. So
I don't know if that was just a funny bit.
Well, it should be funny, but I'm sure.
And then there's this end credits thing where it's like, "Come find me."
Yeah,
it's definitely the puppet.
Yeah, and then, because the whole thing's been kind of alluding to the puppet. So, it's implying that we're gonna get FNAF 2 for the next movie. Because, well, I mean that is how numbers work, but
my problem with that is
that it doesn't happen next chronologically. Because FNAF 2 is actually supposed to happen first. Well, yeah. Well, Sister Location and FNAF 2 happen simultaneously.
No, because FNAF 2... Because I think FNAF Sister Location happens somewhere between the late 1990s, and then FNAF 2 takes place right at while the children's incident's happening. Because it's like, stuff's going bad, how could this be worse? And then...
Okay, so, yeah.
Frontal lobe gets numbed.
Yeah, so, but it's been well, no, because it's about 87. So, yeah, so it happens 4 years after the...
Yeah, it would be really funny, though.
The missing children incident. No, 4 years after Bite of 83.
Yeah, because Bite of 83 is different than Missing Children is. I think it'd be really funny, though, if they do the FNAF 2, and we get to learn about this new character. We get to know that he has a great family, you know?
Yeah,
He takes this really good job, and then he's just...
he gets eaten at the end. So I don't know what to do. Or maybe for the next one they'll just intersplice. That would be cool if they just kind of interspliced like FNAF 2
and FNAF 3.
and FNAF 3. That would be really interesting because then you could have like Mike, and he has the whole like spring trap type deal where he's like seeing the animatronics but they're not real, and then there's all sorts of stuff like that. Also, you ever think about the fact that the games literally go from 4 animatronics to 11 animatronics to 1 animatronic?
Yeah.
That's the actual numbering.
Because, yeah, I think it'd be a cool idea if they had like, I don't know if they could do this, but like it would have to be the idea that Springtrap would have to come back, and who's controlling the animatronics now? And it might be like the kind of like, do we trust the puppet or we do not trust the puppet? We know that they're not, and then we learn the puppet's true identity. And how we don't know if they're gonna make it the first person killed or the.
Yeah.
Which it would, the cool thing would be is if if the puppet tries to kill, because I don't know, I hope we see more Golden Freddy. We didn't mention that. Golden Freddy.
Okay, Golden Freddy shows up for literally one scene
and then just disappears.
And it's kind of silly. Like, you could have just had regular Freddy show up for that, but so I don't know. But what would you like? Any other things you definitely like to see in
The second
in
one?
in a sequel?
Well, I think it'd be really cool if we had if they're not gonna have Markiplier in this, they could have that guy him be. What if like Mike's like trying to figure out what happened back in like 87. There was something, and then like he starts talking to like his family, and he starts hearing like about the stories, and we have like cuts to it. And they kind of marked there.
Yeah, I think they've got to do a way, because if they're gonna do 3 movies, they've got to figure out a way to combine a lot, or they could combine 2 and 4. If you think about it, that would probably be an easier combination.
Yeah, but then they're gonna have to explain. So, the idea, my theory with Vanessa is that she's replacing Mike, because there's no way that they are gonna just remove Mike. They're probably gonna. I don't know if they could intersplice Sister Location, but I don't think they really could. Because then Vanessa's an entire different character. I'm guessing because if Vanessa cannot be Elizabeth, because Elizabeth was Elizabeth was loyal to her father until the very end. Till 6. Well, we know. I think FNAF 3 will be. The third movie will be FNAF 6 though, because FNAF 6 is where everything goes to the ground, unless they're like, okay, it's going better, we'll sign a 6 movie deal.
No, they wouldn't sign a 6 movie deal. They might sign a 4 movie deal. I could believe like they do 3 movies and then like a prequel.
They could do a lot of prequel movies.
Like I could see honestly if they set it up so they don't use FNAF 2 for the next one. You know what I'm saying? And then they literally do like they could do like FNAF 3 for the next one, and then put FNAF 6 next, and then do like a prequel where it kind of explains some of the stuff that we miss in like 4, 5, and 2.
What happens in 5?
5 is the Sister Location.
5 is Sister. Okay.
Unless you're counting FNAF World.
Sister Location could be like, I don't know, because the only thing I think about Vanessa is that she was still loyal to her father, which doesn't usually happen. Because when Mike didn't, well, I guess Mike didn't know exactly what his father did, so maybe we can have her have like a movie where she goes to Sister Location, and it could be like a prequel movie.
Well, yeah, but I think the problem there is she would be too young for that to work. You know what I'm saying?
Because she was like 20 in 2000. Also, I need to look this up. Keep on talking. I need to see when FNAF 1 takes place.
Okay. FNAF 1 is supposed to... I think it's supposed to take place sometime around when the movie is set.
1993.
Okay, wow.
So that's 7 years after. But it might work better for, like... I think that what they should do... No, what they should do? They should make, like, a documentary that's, like... It's, like, set in the universe about the Freddy Fazbear Company. And, like, it's, like, about how they came to power. Or... Because I'm pretty sure there's 2 locations.
Wait, but But Jacob, how are we supposed to see the mega pizzaplex?
Well, actually, we don't know.
What movie is the mega pizzaplex?
That would be funny. Because someone's got to be like regular.
FNAF 2 mega pizzaplex.
So,
I don't think they're gonna do I don't think they're gonna do numbers for the sequels. I think they're gonna do like colon and then the additional title, because I think that would be smarter, because if you put FNAF like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 as the movie title, that won't work, because like unless it corresponds to the exact game layout, you know what I'm saying?
The only thing I'm worried about for like a movie, it's the second movie, is like how is it going to work? Because I feel like even Mike's character, like, they don't leave him that many like open ends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to establish an additional character somehow, or they're gonna have to do like a tie-in or something.
Maybe they'll do like a time skip, and then like they'll have like Abby get a little bit older.
Yeah.
Or something, or maybe she has a friend, or maybe they make a new friend, and then like Vanessa shows them like, hey, I'm gonna guess they're gonna have to do a second location, because that's even in the games.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes the first place. What's the first place called? Because it goes Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and then there's like one before it. I can't remember what the other place is called, but there is a different place.
Yeah.
And that's the place where the bite of 83 happened.
I think that one's Fredbear's Family Dining. Or whatever.
Fredbear's Family Dining. They could do that, and
Mm-hmm.
and like Mike's like going around like, what happened, and then he learns. And that maybe because Golden Freddy's like a separate entity, or maybe he isn't.
Well, I think the only problem with that is the picture that we see in the movie of Vanessa and William Afton takes place in that location, and not in a different location. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem. So
I think the problem is the movies are setting up a very like
weird timeline.
limited. Yeah.
Because if did Vanessa never know that she had a brother? Did she not know?
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to figure out a way to tie it in a little more to the games, because I think the story works pretty well for a standalone film, but I think it's gonna be harder if they want to tie it into the.
They're gonna have to figure out how to incorporate Henry Emily too.
Yeah, that's true. So, well, that one wouldn't be that hard to do.
I think they'll either have him at the end of the next movie. You imagine like being like, him doing like a. They might have like the second movie be like open ended, where like something bad happens.
Yeah, I think they could do that. They do a little Empire Strikes Back type ending, leaving it very much that like, people are waiting
Golden
for.
Freddy stole a kid. No, because like that's the thing though. Because I always picture Golden Freddy as like a character who's like doesn't. That's the weird thing, because I don't imagine him being under Afton's control.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting choice to put Golden Freddy as like a
one-time thing.
And even like a more physical entity in the film, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he should have definitely been less walking around and stuff, and more like, a little cameo type deal. Because I think they
could have had him been in like a room.
Yeah.
Because also, I can't remember what kid she was chasing when the one girl got chopped in half. Because
Freddy's the one who chops the one girl.
Was it the one kid who came in? Because that's Golden Freddy, right? The one kid that we see talking with Abby is.
No, the kid who runs in for the Freddy sequence, I don't think is the same kid who plays Golden Freddy. I don't think the one that reaches out of the helmet. Yeah. No, I don't think that's the same.
Because
one. I think that's the character who plays Freddy.
But then I don't get because if Cassidy is the one golden kid, I'm hoping that because if the crying child isn't there, then nothing makes sense.
Yeah. So there definitely needs to be some more lore explanation, but we got a good amount of lore in this film. So I thought it was good. All right, Jacob, any crazy final FNAF things, crazy theories? Mega Pizzaplex.
I think we should probably talk about because like whatever happens in the second movie, I'm just hoping they don't go, well, there's another location, because that's the one thing.
They need to do a lot of like good setup work, I think.
What they could do was like do like a little bit of an ARG before the movie comes out.
Ooh, that would fit on theme.
Because then it'd be like,
I agree.
Whoa.
Jacob, for the audience at home who does not know what an ARG is, fill them in.
So basically, usually it's through different websites, unlisted videos, and it's usually brought through like a code, and then you have to figure out the story through the code. Might find some files that might have like a secret message in it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, they're very exploratory adventures through the internet.
Yeah, and so I think that would definitely fit. They've done them for FNAF before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that would definitely be a good way to do it. I think Scott Cawthon could go back to doing his fun, creative images, that he did to tease the original games. Also, he evidently, I read like this thing today that he's already fully funded. Like he's not fully funded. He's funded his portion of the next 2 movies. Mm-hmm. So like,
I think though for the next movie, the puppet will be there.
Oh, the puppet will have to. I don't understand how they're gonna tie that in. You know what I'm saying? Because I think right now either they're gonna have to go like full prequel, or they're gonna have to figure out a really good way to tie in like some flashback sequences.
I think what they'll do is the puppet will show up, and I think the main plot of the movie is trying to figure out how like what they should do with the animatronics now. Like we can't just leave them in the bodies, and they're gonna be like, well, we can free them. I just dropped my phone. That was fun. So I think they're gonna have some sort of like we can free them thing by burning everything up, and we can take Afton with it. And I feel like third movie, Mike's holding Afton by like the neck, right? And like he's holding him in the fire as they both die.
Yeah, they could do something like that. Or I think they might even like switch it up. Maybe they'll tie in Freddy in space.
And then like if they do a sequel trilogy, it's gonna
FNAF 3 sponsored by NASA.
Yeah, they're gonna do like a prequel movie after that, or like, and then maybe if those are so successful, to do like a sequel trilogy that'll take place in like the newer games.
I see, Jacob. I think you're thinking a little too. I think you're thinking a little too far ahead. I think they'll try to fit all that they can in 3 movies. Because I think, think about it. This last one was like a 90-minute movie, 100-minute movie.
Yeah.
I think the next one will probably get an extra 20 minutes on. Probably a 2-hour movie. And then the third one will probably be even maybe a little longer than that. And so I think they're going to try to fit a lot of info in.
I don't think they'll do the 2 newer movies. They could do that. I think if they do the newer movies and
you mean newer games?
The newer games.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do like you're going to have to like
Mega Pizza Plugs.
Abby's in college now?
Yeah.
Well,
no, she'd have to be older than that because the Mega Pizza Plex series of games is set like in modern times.
No, it's set even farther than modern times. It's like 2035.
Yeah, and so Abby would be like 50.
No, 30, because she's like 10.
Okay, so she'd be like
40.
Like almost 50, yeah.
So
because she's 10 in 2000, which means she's more than 90. So
I'm guessing. I think she's 10. Maybe we don't know though. If they have like maybe. So hopefully we figure out.
They're gonna add time travel in.
Yeah.
That would be sick. If they added time travel, that'd be creative.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jacob wants us to wrap up, so I'd like to say thank you to our Patreon supporters: Sam Shockmayev, JJ Sebastian, Josiah Keller, and Joel Webb. If you want to be just like them, head on over to patreon.com/The Conspiracy Consultants, and you can support the show over there. And so stay tuned for more fun content coming out. And if you like this one, feel free to let us know however you want to do that. And let us know if you like this, if you liked us talking about FNAF, or if you had absolutely zero interest in it. Also let us know about that, because that way we know to not post more about it. But yeah, go check out the movie. It's, you can download Peacock and just, sign up and then cancel your subscription and then still watch it. So, it's worth seeing, or just go to your movie theater and see it. All right. Anything else, Jacob?
Nope. See ya.
Bye.